I want to start with a very sincere apology. I want to, as effusively as I can, fall on my sword, and I want to explain why and what and frame it. So sit back and enjoy this if you like this kind of thing. So we now know that we have a very significant Pfizer executive on the record saying that they knew about these menstrual irregularities being a very serious concern. I have now seen pathological specimens that show excess spike protein in the ovaries, in the adrenal gland. We uh, the executive in the Project Veritas case pointed out that he thought maybe it had something to do with the hypothalamic pituitary axis, which is a very common it's a very delicate cycling system, a neuroendocrine system that women have that can get easily set off. But we now know some of the possible mechanisms, not just the ovaries, but also there could be, we've seen excess spike protein now in the myelin and actually in the neuronal cell walls. So it could actually be direct neuronal effects. And we also know that spike protein is affecting plasminogen activator inhibitor by inhibiting that inhibitor and causing problems with bleeding and clotting. And we, of course, also know now that this spike protein is very much a part of what we call an endotheliitis, or a lining of the artery problem that could easily be manifest in the uterine wall and the uterine lining. So there's at least 5 mechanisms I could think of that could be causing this that are of serious concern. And I am getting emotional when I want to say this. When Naomi brought this up, I was, the kindest thing I can say is I was dismissive. I was quietly dismissive of what she was bringing up because I had seen menstrual irregularities caused by everything in my career. And I thought, oh, it's just another thing. It's just another thing. I was wrong. I apologize. I got it. I don't know whether we're going to find out exactly what's going on, but I was as wrong as I could be. And the one thing that this pandemic has taught me, well, one of the many things, I've learned a lot of things that I didn't want to know, but the one thing that I did want to know is hubris and certainty is the enemy. You can't be certain about a lot, and don't discount anything until we know for sure what the data is. We're at the stage now where there's sort of general agreement that something significant is going on. There's multiple candidate mechanisms. And by the way, COVID could be a culprit in this as well, right? I mean, we don't know because they haven't asked the questions. They have to really, it's looking like, based on Dr. Cole's work, who had all the pathology specimens, it really looks like the vaccine spike because they're not finding the nucleocapsid protein in with the spike protein in all these deposits in the ovaries and the adrenal glands, things like that. So it looks like something that is only delivering a spike, which is, of course, the vaccine.